This video is from a number of squad cars that responded to an event over in East Urbana a few weeks ago. The first portion of this is going to be the MedCat dispatches, so the screen will be dark and you will just hear the dispatch and the caller. Then you're going to see a variety of in-car cameras.
Champaign County 911, what's the address of the emergency?
Yeah, I'm in my car. There's a young man on Main Street. He's got a knife. He's covered in blood.
You said he has a knife in his hands?
Yes, he has a knife in his hand. He's got a white T-shirt on and black shorts and flip-flops, and he's just in the middle of the road.
370, check welfare main in Art Bartel.
Good.
About late 20s to early 30s, heavy set, walking eastbound in the middle of the road. He's wearing a white T-shirt, black shorts, and appears to have blood on the lower part of his shirt.
Go.
Also a heavy set female walking alongside of him. There's also a heavy set female walking alongside of him. 341, 10-4. 370, 341, we're getting more calls now. Second caller advised male has a knife in his hands. They're now at Main and Dotson. Main and Dotson.
Champaign County 911, what's the address of the emergency?
We've got some guy standing in the middle of the road bleeding.
Okay.
It's Dotson and Maris, or Main.
Main and Dodson, you said?
Yeah, he's just west of this intersection. White T-shirt, got blood all over his chest. He's wearing black shorts.
Oh, okay.
And then there's a woman too up by the side of the road. I don't know if she's calling 911 or not.
Okay, give me just a second. Are you close enough you could see if he needs an ambulance or?
This guy's just freaking out. He's just standing in the middle of the road.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if he's got something in his
Okay,
hand.
now you're going to start seeing a number of different angles from different squad cars that were responding. One of the things that you have to note is that this particular morning, it was incredibly icy, as you can see on the roadway.
That way we'll give him the updates.
Yeah, they definitely need to expedite. This guy's, he's starting to walk east now. He's got a knife in his hand, for sure.
Getting a third call now also.
343,
Be advised he's cutting his wrist at this time.
Champaign County 911, the address of the emergency.
Please, I really
Okay, take a deep breath for me.
Okay,
Take a deep breath.
right here on Main Street.
We're out on Main Street.
By Scotswood.
Where?
Scotswood.
Okay, what's going on?
Please stop doing that. The police are going to call. Isaac, stop
Ma'am?
walking like that. Yes.
What's going on?
He's slitting his wrist.
He what?
He's slitting his wrist and walking around.
Okay.
He is really intoxicated.
Okay, you're at Main and Scotswood?
He has by there, but he's running back and forth, stopping traffic. Please hurry. Send an ambulance, please.
Do you know who he is?
Yes. Please, stop. Stop.
Okay, ma'am.
Please, stop.
Do you know who he is?
Yes.
Who is he?
My boyfriend.
Okay. He's at Main and Scotswood?
Yes. Babe, please, put that down, babe.
Okay, ma'am, take a deep breath for me. How old is he?
Huh?
How old is he?
Babe, throw the knife.
What?
Throw it. Just throw the knife.
Okay. Is he violent?
Okay, this is the video from the first officer at the scene.
323. Yeah, within the neighborhood.
Hey man, what's going on? You dropped the knife, man.
Main and Dotson.
Drop the knife. Drop the knife.
Basically, the officer is waiting for another officer to arrive at the scene before he tries to engage.
Drop the knife.
Now note the cars that are stopped, as well as you're going to start to see people congregate over here. That's real important later.
Just want to talk, man. All you gotta do is drop the knife. We don't need to talk till the knife's done, okay? Just put his knife on the pavement and then walk away.
3443 still actively carrying his wrist.
Okay, so this is the second officer that's arriving at the scene now.
4823.
Put the knife down, man.
343. Taser the knife.
come this way. Come down here. Come on. Man, 34143 is still actively cutting his wrist.
I don't know if you heard that, but at one point the officer reports that he's still actively cutting his wrists, and now he still has the knife in his hand. He's going toward the people that have congregated down there.
Put down, man. Put down. Put down, man. Drop the knife. Drop the knife, man. Come on. Hey, get back from the police. Get away.
This is a video from the third officer that arrived.
Hey, come here. Let's talk. Come on. Come on, dude. Come on, man. Come on. Yo, hey.
Now he's starting to run eastbound toward those people, so the officers have to try to get there. The fourth car that got there is actually on the east side, and this is the officer that is retrieving the less lethal shotgun, which is, in the old days, they called that a beanbag round. It's now a very pliable rubber that's got a lot of kinetic energy, but we don't use the beanbag any round because it was far too unstable. But you can see the person right there, and the officers are trying to speak with him, and the officer with the less lethal is going to come up in just a minute and engage.
Put it down, dude. Put it down. Put it down.
Telling the person to put it down.
Put it down. I'm going to hit you with this. Get out! Get out! Get on the ground! On the ground!
So the less lethal is a pain compliance, but he's not reacting to the less lethal. He was shot with it 4 times.
Get on the ground!
Now the problem is that there are some elderly people up here on the porch, so these officers have to try to flank him and keep him back on the street away from those people. And fortunately for us, as you see right here, you're going to see a county deputy who is going to be coming up, and in just a few seconds, the less lethal was ineffective, but the deputy just applied a taser, and he immediately went to the ground, and we were able to get him into custody, actually, and get him in an ambulance and get him to the hospital. Literally, that deputy saved his life. So in one video, we saw the less lethal that was ineffective, and in the same video, we saw the taser, which allowed us to get this person the help that he needed.